Let's crack open a cold one, boys. Welcome back to 762. Here we are with the lads. I don't have the game in focus, which is my first mistake this episode, and it's done the thing. Sometimes when you click back on the screen when it's out of focus, it switches and ruins the thing you've set up where you're looking at all your boys, all the equipment they've managed to cobble together, and then you pan over and you show the new boy. This is the new boy. It's either Fidel or Fidel, depending on where he's from. He's one of the Jagged Alliance 2 people, which is why his portrait's weird. And I'm just going to go through the inventory quickly. This is probably going to take me a few goes, but I'm feeling like I should probably upload the first attempt no matter how badly it goes. This is kind of what we're able to deal with. Ivanov has just enough... I mean, you can't see it because the pause button's in the way. It's got just enough weight limit to go with the Scorpion as a primary. It's not very good, and it's in 32, which is a terrible cartridge, but it's a very close range weapon, and at very close range, it doesn't really matter what kind of caliber you're using. If you're hitting them enough times, they'll be armored while the guys are fighting, so we'll be aiming for legs or heads. And it can do either one of those effectively. He's also got his machine gun. I don't know when I'm going to get to use this. It's just too big and heavy. I never get a chance to deploy it. And he's got his 1911. I was considering dropping that and just putting the Scorpion in the pistol holster, but he's very good with his 1911. He's used it a lot, and if they use a weapon for a certain amount of time, they do start to get better with it. So as a backup, I feel like it's still worth carrying around. Paquito's still got his joke backup weapon, but he's got the Garand and the Thompson. We're going to start with the Thompson, so we can put down suppressing fire until we can get to a position where single precise shots are worth doing. The guy we hired is one of the very expensive people. It's costing about $5,000, I think, for him to come with us this one time. He comes stocked up with grenades. He comes up with a pretty fancy machine pistol. It's not very good, but it's fancy. What color? It's 9mm, 9x18. And he's using the Type 96 because he actually has quite a good heavy weapon skill, and from the hip skill. So he could be hip firing this Japanese bayoneted light machine gun at someone. And the grenades are handy. And he comes with some literature to round out our collection, which we'll get to when we get to it. Miguel we didn't have much for, and we can't buy much in the shops that would be an improvement on what we've already got. So I've just stuck a shotgun on him. He's using number 4 buck. He's just hoping one of the pellets hits someone in the head, because it's not going to get through the armor. He's also got the Arisaka rifle. Again, we can use this if we can get to a position where we can use that. This is going to be... It's going to be by far the toughest fight that we've done so far. We don't have a move for it. There's no like cheat you can use that I know of to make this one, to trivialize this one. This is just a straight up fight. First of many. This will be the first time we actually have to fight someone on their own terms. But if Ivan dies, you lose the game. If Paquito dies, we need him to get another character later. And we need him to finish the police missions, so we reset if Paquito dies. If Fidel or possibly Fidel dies, we've lost a lot of money, but we can kind of deal with it. And if Miguel dies, well, that'd be a shame, wouldn't it? So, half our team's kind of expendable. We'd rather no one die, honestly. But if someone has to bite the bullet, sorry, Miguel. Everyone's got armor and stuff. Everyone's got armor and helmets, I believe. Yeah, we're good. Most of the stuff from the truck we've dumped in the... You get a storage locker where you can just dump items, and we've done that. Because we'll need a lot of space if we win to carry back our treasure. Anyway, that's what we're dealing with. This is going to be the setup for every subsequent run, unless I say otherwise. And I do want to try to do fights without abusing saves. However, you'll see the situation in a second. We're going to go to the army base. Good luck, everyone. There's only one entrance to the army base. And entering the army base immediately dumps you into combat. And that's how you know you're playing a quality video game experience when the menu pops up and won't go away, and the camera's facing straight down at the ground, so you can't see what you're up against. This is a strange loadout, honestly. All of my people are facing the wrong way, which is exciting. I've never spawned into this map with all my people facing the wrong way. So, this is where you are. And if we use the map here, this is where the enemies are. In every single bit that you're not. There's probably several of them over here. We just can't see them because everyone's facing the wrong way. There's probably at least one lurking over here. There is no cover. We've just walked all the way down the road into this house. And under cover of daylight. And now we're about to get involved in a brawl. There's a few things we can do from here. And there's a reason. Well, the reason we didn't bring Benicia is because she'd panic immediately and die. I don't even think we'd be able to move her. As soon as she realized how many enemies there were, she'd just freeze up and get killed. So basically your options are, you can try and take both sides and take these nearby bits and just kind of hold these and fight off the initial wave of enemies. That is very dangerous. You have to split your team and you have to run into potentially enemies lying down in grass who you won't see until they've already shot you. So that used to be how I tried this map. I think I've found a more consistent way. Second is you run into this little shack and you try and get everyone through this tiny door. And it's standing in a windowless room in a game like this is genuinely like a superpower. It's an extremely powerful position to be in. So just, you guys are aiming at the doors. As soon as the enemies walk around, you shoot them. It's very boring though. And also there's this door, which is very strange, and enemies can walk through it without opening it. And there's a certain enemy on this map who has only a handgun, and he's extremely good with his handgun. There's a named character. If he just phases through a door that you're not aiming at, he can just shoot you guys from the hip, from wherever. And he does a lot of damage. He's a real piece of shit, to be honest. The option I normally go with now is we charge into this building. There's a lot of entrances to this building. Well, there's two on one side, one on the other. But it's about the safest place you can get to. And then when you're trying to get out the other side, you can open one of the doors and use it as cover. The only problem is if someone phases through the door while it's open. This is a buggy game and you have to deal with some nonsense sometimes, but you'll generally hear them coming when they do that, and it's something. It's a way to get your soldiers out of direct line of sight of enemies. So we need someone to run over and open that door. And we'd rather it be... To be honest, we'd rather it be Fidel. We don't want anyone to panic. We do want them to be sprinting when they go. Sprinting is important right now.
Awaiting your orders.
So, unfortunately, we can't run everyone through the same door all at once. So I'm feeling like Miguel's just gonna...
With pleasure.
I don't know. Okay, my idea was Fidel should throw grenades at every spot he can see. And some spots he can't see. Just get grenades out there. So maybe we fire ones from the hip. We want to try and suppress them while we're running away. And a cloud of buckshot can do that, so he's going to do that. Fidel's going to run back this way a bit, and just see if he runs into anyone. And if he does, he's going to throw a grenade and then run off. Go! Okay, we've spotted enemies. Fidel's panicked. That's not what we want to see. There's Gal. We don't like him. That raider hasn't reacted yet. That's good to see. Ooh, who threw a grenade? Is it that guy right in front of me who I said isn't reacting? Yes. Well, we're not going to be there when the grenade gets there. Miguel's panicking, though. That's not good either. Fidel didn't see anyone over that way. Which doesn't mean they're not there, it means he didn't see them. He's panicked again as well. He has high experience, which is one of the reasons we brought him. Okay, that's probably not going to hit. We don't care. We're getting out there. We're only shooting to give us a little bit of cover. I don't even know where that went. Oh, I think it hit the bin. Maybe some of it went near the guy and he's scared now. That'd be nice. What can we hear? Someone in one of the buildings or in one of the alleys? Oh, he's in this building. That's fine. As long as he's not in the one we're going to. My idea, by the way, is if we can get everyone safely into this building and no one's dead and everything's nice, we're probably going to drop a save and call that for a part. Just because I don't actually have a lot of time today.
Do nothing.
Okay, Fidel will be able to throw a grenade soon. Fidel can throw a grenade. How far can Fidel throw a grenade? Can he throw a grenade at Gal, for example? Not really. But he can get one out there, and that's what we're going to do. It's important to, you know, express yourself in a situation like this.
No look good for Fidel.
That's fine, we knew you were coming. Miguel, are you running? You should be running, bud. Okay, Paquito's been shot. He missed. Gal just missed a shot. Paquito's where he was going. I don't know if he should fire back, but it does give him something to do. We don't want to aim. We just want to shoot and move. Ivan, get that door open. What is Miguel doing? Okay, Fidel has successfully thrown a grenade. That guy's not shot yet. We could throw another grenade. Can we get one near him? Part of the reason we wanted... I think I've said already, but part of the reason we wanted him is just because he comes with several bombs that you can throw.
Do it.
Also, the reason I couldn't find him, by the way, very silly. Don't be in the one I'm going to. Okay, it's the guy we know about. We know he's there. You can scroll down on those menus, and I didn't know. If that guy stops to aim, we're good. Otherwise, Gal's actually not... Okay, Paquito can shoot this guy instead. And he might even hit at this distance. Because he's going to be panicking a lot, so, you know. But the door's going to be open very shortly. The door is open, we can all get out of here. So, Ivan's just going to run in. Miguel's just going to run in and maybe think about holding the door that he came from. Paquito, should he even take the shot? Yeah, go on. Paquito lost his target. The guy's doing the weird thing where he just bounces around the corner. That's fine, we can get out of there now. Someone threw a grenade back at us, that's fine, we knew it was coming. We do need to get this door open. We didn't really want both of these doors to be open. That guy will that guy will be able to see in, so we don't really want to hang around. We need everyone to calm down a bit, is what we need next. Because everyone is freaking out. And when they're freaking out like this, they can't shoot good. I think we blew up a slave girl, which is unfortunate. What do you hear, Fidel? It's that guy. We know about that guy. Okay, we've made it into the house. No one's been shot yet. And like I said, this is probably going to be the end of this part, because I did have about 20 minutes, maybe. And it's taken 13. So we are going to drop a save state here, if we can establish. Yeah, we'll say we got it. The reason why we're saving after we get in, like I said, I don't want to abuse save states, but you haven't really started this until you get into this house without being killed. Like, you die here, most times you attempt this. We just need to get everyone out of the way of the door. Give everyone a minute to calm down. If we can only see 1 or 2 enemies at once, it won't be as big a problem. We'll be able to kill them as they come. No one will freak out quite as much. It's when you can see enemies on all sides. Actually, I'm quite surprised that they got panicked by just one guy over here, and then Gal over here, who fired 1 bullet. But, you know,
Waiting your orders.
it's a tough spot. I sympathize with them. So we don't... I think there's no one down here, but... I mean, you never know, but we didn't see any question marks. We didn't get shot when we were standing around looking down here. So I think Ivanov can open this door. I think Miguel can watch this door. We do want to open something over here and get another sightline, just so they don't phase through the door and ambush me. That's a real big problem in this game. We want to be able to have some vision over this way. Although we do have to worry about Gal when we do it. Anyway, remind me to watch this part back where I'm strategizing, because that's going to be next time. I've just heard the loud people arriving outside, which is why we have to cut this one short. Anyway, that went remarkably well. We might have even hurt someone with a grenade. We might have even hurt Gal. Till next time, folks. I'll see you then. This were a lot of talking and not a lot of doing things. I hope you don't mind that. There's some strategy that goes into the opening moves here. Next time, we're going to really go for this mission. We're going to try and do the whole thing without any more saves. My rules that I was thinking about with regards to saving were you can save once every half an hour, like every time you'd finish the video is when you can save. Although I kind of ruined that by wittering completely for 20 minutes and only moving this far. Next time, we'll do some real gameplay. We won't be just stud wittering. I'll see you then, everyone.